Hey, what's up? So, answering a question today. We're back. It's awesome. Hopefully everyone had a nice break. So, for this question, it kind of struck me as a really good way to think about things as far as when to stop or when to start. If you haven't read The Dip by Seth Godin, probably a good stop. It's a quick read. It's a little small blue book. And this question was, how do you know when to stop and give up when you have failure? I'd say, in my personal opinion, when I tell someone that it's time for them to wrap up their business, it's when they can't sustain their normal livelihood as far as what they're comfortable with. So I know for our organization, I've had to get jobs, but I never stopped the organization. So I knew that for me, I had my whole life tied to this. I'm going to retire. This is like my legacy for my life. So there was no question whether I was going to stop. Would we pivot a lot? Sure. Would we fail a lot? Obviously. We fail every day, multiple times a day. But it's the part about giving up that really I always question myself and question others on, why did you get started in the first place? If you got started to make money or to get rich, give up as soon as you feel like it. But if you got in it to really make a difference in the lives of your customers or your community or something like that, then I'd say only give up when you reach the point where you're putting yourself in financial or actual physical safety risk. So if you're thinking about remortgaging your house, if you're thinking about going into bankruptcy, if you're thinking about taking someone like money from a payday lender, if you're thinking about, some of these other things that, collateralizing your 401k or your child's college plan, any of those types of things, I would say you need to look at either giving up or doing it differently. This is going to be a really hard couple years for startups in general, as far as lending, as far as raising venture capital, as far as raising angel capital. It's going to be just difficult. And so it's going to be time for everyone to really reevaluate why you got into this in the first place. For the people who are committed to the game, who know that they're going to be in this for life, it's going to be tough, but you have to make sure that you don't put yourself in harm's way, whether financial or physical harm. You never want to lose your house on betting on a startup. That's not a great bet. That's almost, you're more than likely, you're 90% likely to be wrong. So that's not a bet that you want to take. You want to take strategic risks. So sometimes it's just about putting it on the back burner while you get a job to stack some bread up, and then you keep doing it on the side. So that's my input on when you know it's time to give up. For me, never. But sometimes you got to give up. You got to do some things that are more important to you in life.